Now, as you may know, I am cornering the market in Spider-Man and Zoids Comics. It has turned into a little sort of pastime because when I was first trying to put together a full collection of them, I found it was quite difficult to do piecemeal. So I ended up with a few sort of loose, quite a number of loose issues, and ultimately I was able to get a full collection in one fell swoop from an eBay auction, but that left me with all the loose ones I'd collected. So over time, when I've seen smaller groupings of the comics, I've tried to add to the existing collections that I had to try and generate another full collection. And I've actually got another full collection just here, which, as you can see, is pretty hefty. All of those. So that is going on eBay very, very shortly. And will be up at the time this video comes out, and you can see the link down below, obviously. But it was funny because, as I was saying, I was collecting, various sort of loose collections, and in fact there'll be another collection that isn't quite complete going up at the same time, because I got that one just purely to get a single issue that I needed to complete this collection. But the irony with that was that although a lot of the stuff in it was a little bit water damaged, it wasn't a perfect collection by any stretch of the imagination, the guy sort of said to me, "Oh yeah, I found some more, I've put them in," and so I got quite a good sized collection from that. But as I was looking through them just to sort of catalogue them and see what I had, this dropped out as one of the issues. And this is one of the nice things about Spider-Man and Zoids, that because it was so aimed at selling Zoids, they did quite a few posters and stuff. And to my amazement, this stopped me needing to get a poster out of a comic that I've had before, which is, I think, is this one. So this one has a poster in it still. I only got this one relatively recently, so I'm holding on to that one because it's unusual to get them with their posters still in them. But I got this, and this is Gore the Lord Protector. And Gore the Lord Protector is rather large. I mean, this is probably A2 size, I think. It's not even A3, it must be A2, at least. And it's in really, really good condition, but this was literally loose, folded inside one of the many, many individual comics that I had. And had I not flicked through them, I'd never have known that was in there. So really lovely to see that completely out without me having to pick apart a complete comic, which has still got it included as it was originally put together. So so I mean, this is blatantly me plugging the fact that I've got this auction going. Obviously go and have a look at it and see what you think. I've also got a few smaller groupings that were my spares, if you like, from the various collections I've been trying to put together. So they will also be available, and they might also help you fill in some gaps from the incomplete collection that I'm putting up as well. But the incomplete collection has still got about 80% of the normal Spider-Man and Zoids issues. The full collection that I'm selling has got the annual and all the Secret Wars issues that included the first Zoids stories in as well, which you don't see that often because people don't realise that Zoids started in Secret Wars. They're not in the best condition, those particular issues, because they were my sort of backup Secret Wars issues I just happened to get as I was getting my main collection of Secret Wars. So again, they're a knock-on side effect, if you like, of me getting the full original collection together. But nevertheless, if you're interested in Zoids as a storyline, this is a good way to get a full run of it in reasonable condition. So just thought I'd bring that to your attention if you're at all interested in Zoids. And really, that was about it for this one. I mean, I am promising to myself that I'm not going to go off and find yet more Zoids comics to put together more complete collections, but unfortunately being completist in nature can be a bit of a bugbear sometimes, so I have just kept half an eye open just to see if I can get complete sets of them together, because I don't know, I just have a bit of a soft spot for it as a comic. I think I think it was one of the first sort of post-2000 AD comics I really picked up. If I'm saying that, I mean, maybe it was pre-2000 AD, because it was probably coming out at about the same time as I was coming out of Transformers, possibly. So I was probably looking for a slightly more mature comic, perhaps, and this kind of seemed to fit the bill a little bit. I just like the setting as well, very sort of imaginative setting. And what I find strange is that the Zoids cartoons, the actual Zoids universe that developed in Japan, made no mention of this storyline at all, which is weird because they use the namer in their merchandising push in British comics all the time. So it's really odd that they didn't choose to carry on with this sort of basis for the series. But I guess what they wanted to do was use more human pilots rather than always being android pilots, which again doesn't sort of represent the toys particularly. But anyway, it is what it is, isn't it? So yeah. So just a quick one to let you know about those auctions, really. Cheers for now.